Okay, I think I'm all set. I think I'm all set. Maybe. Maybe. Running a little late today. Yeah, late lunch. What are we doing? We're playing some Cataclysm. It's Monday. Monday, Cataclysm Day. Waylon Agog Bowles is still alive, our unwilling mutant, our lizard wizard. Still haven't managed to pry him out of the clutches of the lizard wizard. Yeah, we'll see how well it goes. Maybe we can manage it. I remember last episode, the joy, the absolute joy of just driving around empty fields, trying to collect poppies. Man, that's fun. One poppy per plant. Ugh. Who changed that? I want to know who changed that. Because, man, that slows down this process. Yeah, one poppy per plant. That is ugly. I gotta write myself a reminder not to do medical mutation runs on partial item drop rates. Terrible idea. Okay, so yeah, here we go. This is the character. So we're pretty heavily mutated at this point. So 13-8, 13-8 currently anyway. Didn't we have a whole bunch of decks? Did I lose a whole bunch of decks? I thought I had a bunch of decks and a bunch of strength. No, we still have very dexterous. That can't be right. No way I started with... I don't think it's showing my decks correctly. It's weird. Did I really start with such a low dex that I'm getting +2 now and I'm at 8? Might have to go look back at some playbacks because I don't remember starting with that low a dex. Oh, am I suffering from negative dex due to traits, due to mutations? I bet I am. That's probably what's going on. Which one of these? Webbed hands, I think is... Yeah, that reduced the dex by 1. Alright, that's what's going on. We've had a few changes due to mutations that have dropped the dex from what I remember. Alright. Maybe the talons also did a little bit. Does not affect your dex, so not the talons. Whichever. We'll take what we got. Okay, so do I need more than one serum to do what? There needs to be more words in that sentence. I need more words. More serum to do what? To go post-threshold? No, not technically. If I wanted to go lizard post-threshold, it's not likely that I would do it on the first try.
Well, now to one more.
Hey, Mikhail, 1 year. Thanks very much for hanging in there. So, it's a random process. It's randomized, so it's not a guaranteed thing. We are definitely on the brink, so we're dreaming heavily. We've got every single lizard mutation, so if I were to drink a lizard serum, yes, there's a chance that I could go post-threshold, but it is not a guarantee. So there's a fairly large random element. I don't remember too often getting to this point and getting the post-threshold on the first try. But it's worse than that. It's much worse than that. This is a very complicated and very time-consuming process because let me lay some knowledge on you. So the difficulty here is that I have to purge enough of the lizard mutations that I can then start speed quaffing medical mutation, medical mutagen and serum, so that I end up with more medical slanted mutations than I have lizard mutations. So right now, I'm at the peak tip-top of all of the lizard stuff. All of this stuff is lizard-focused for the most part. There's a few in here that aren't. But a huge number of this is all lizard-focused. So I have to peel off a whole crapload of these. Then, as quickly as I possibly can, dose myself up with medical so that I can tip the balance into medical's favor and start dreaming on the medical side. And then start slamming the serums to make sure I go post-threshold. If I don't judge the balance right, if I don't make enough purifier and enough medical mutagen and serum, what will happen is I will purify to get rid of some lizard, medical to try to get as many of those as I can, and if I don't quite make it, the unstable or the genetic chaos that I've got is going to keep handing me back the lizard mutations. So I'll just mutate back into lizard, and I'll have to start the whole damn process over again. Not from scratch, because I'll have gotten some of the medical stuff in. But if I try to go purify again, I'm just as likely to remove the medical stuff as I am to remove the lizard stuff. So I got to be absolutely certain that I've got enough stockpiled that I can purify my way back. And I'm not even sure how far back I have to go. And a lot of these mutations I started with especially are in both the medical and the lizard side. So I could start purifying and purify away half a dozen things that are also on the medical list. So it's going to be messy. It's going to be messy. I've done this once before. I don't do it often because it's a pain in the ass and it takes quite a while. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, it's a lot more complicated than it might at first seem if you don't understand what's actually going to happen here. Because you can only take so many mutagens and serums in such a period of time. You'll kill yourself if you try to slam down too many in a day. Plus, you got to deal with addiction, and I'm gonna tank my health stat down to -200 by taking so many in such a short period of time. There's a lot of things going on, so not a simple process at this stage. Where I started with a blank slate, and I did not take the genetic chaos initially, and I didn't mutate so heavily into one direction, it wouldn't be quite as bad. But yeah, this one's. I'm paying the price for that genetic chaos start and all these quote-unquote fun lizard mutations that we've picked up. So when I start slamming down the purifiers, I expect all the cool stuff to disappear immediately and all the negatives to stick with me and carry over to when I'm going to switch to medical. So yeah, there you go. That's what's going on. And no, a single serum is not going to do me any real good. It's going to be handfuls and handfuls and bucketfuls of purifier and serums and serums and serums. So, what are we doing right now? We're hanging out here at this little farm silo area, and we just parked here for the evening. The next step that we were planning on doing was visiting the town here. Coming down south into the town area, I'm going to try to park down and maybe up against the trees in the dark, and then work my way into town. We've got a pharmacy and a pharmacy. And I need drugs. I need big old bagfuls of drugs. I need all the drugs. Most especially, I need the hardcore painkillers. Because medical serum and mutagen is redonkulous to make in quantity. 1 or 2? No problem. 10 or 20? Big problem. Because it takes this kinds of quantities, 20 codeine, that's like an entire pharmacy's worth of codeine, for 1 mutagen. Just 1. Yeah. So, codeine, heroin, all that good stuff. Yeah, I can't send this one to YouTube. I won't be able to send this one to YouTube with all my talk about all the drugs and the heroin and the cocaine. This one will get me in trouble. Oh, yeah, this is going to be a fun one. So, let's see. We'll see what we can do. I've got a chemistry station. If we come across a mobile meth, we'll do it. Alright, so that's the situation. But the plan, like I said, is to creep our way into town, you know, as well as we can as a very large lizard wizard, and we'll see. We could definitely get killed. Every time I've gone near the large city so far, we've had some pretty close encounters. So this might be a short one this evening if I do wander my way down into town and we get some more entertaining things like last time. I'm especially fearful of the gas. I'm not sure what to do about the gas, by the way, because I can't work around it effectively because where's my gas mask? I had an XL gas mask. Oh, I still got it because I can't load the gas mask. I'm still maintaining the same build. I haven't updated the builds. I was going to try to finish this one out on the same build, and the gas masks are one of the things that are having the problems with the charges and the container changes. So I can't protect myself from the gas. I can wear the mask. It's an XL, so it'll work on my mutated anatomy, but I can't load it. So The other problem is I'm not aware of a debug option to get rid of the gas. So all I could do essentially would be to give myself hit points when I start taking the gas damage and kind of go from there. So I'm not sure what to do about that, because there's going to be bloated zombies in the town, and if they get me and I get deeply poisoned again, with the way gas is currently doing damage, it's just... sure, if I had any CBMs installed right now, and I had the power for it, and the power storage for it, and power generation, and so on, but as it stands currently, we got none of that. That button. So I'd have to do some pretty heavy cheating for that one. So that's kind of the situation. We'll play it by ear. We'll see what happens. I can keep myself alive in the circumstance, but it'll be a bit of a pain. So we'll see. But I'm going to carry the gas mask with me and pretend that it works, and we'll see if we get in any kind of problems that I can't work around. There's our gear, though, so nothing too special here other than the heavy survivor suit. So combat boots, heavy survivor suit, and army helmet. So army man gear with just that one change, basically. Other than that, we've got the tools. We have a toolbox. We've got... yeah, I love I'm still using a fire drill. That's hilarious. Other than that, we're kind of a thud and blunder at this point. So we've maxed out pretty much all of the crafting type skills. I can take fab higher, but I don't really... I mean, maybe if I decide to make another weapon, it'll go higher automatically anyway. But I don't have the forge and the welding gear to do much of the metal work yet. If I ever even do during this run. But beyond that, we've pretty much maxed all the others out. So if I do come across some other CBM stuff, we can install it. I just... I need more CBMs. The few we have don't have any power gen or power storage or anything. Combat, we're actually starting to get into some decent numbers. So 4 on most of the melee stuff. That's pretty good. And not much in the range skills, not much in the social skills, but who cares about that silly stuff? Spellcraft 6. Spellcraft 6. We do have some spells. So we are a lizard wizard. Haven't found any other spell books yet that I think would be good to branch into. But we've got Bless maxed out at level 10. I think I'm going to work on Blinding Flash and give up on Windstrike. I just don't like the way Windstrike works. At least not... I mean, maybe it works better on the lower difficulty settings, but at 150% speed and 125 speed, 125 toughness, I just don't feel like I'm getting much bang for my buck. Whatever that secondary effect is supposed to be, it doesn't seem to work very long. I thought it would knock them down and keep them down for a period of time, but it seems to keep them down for like 1, maybe 2 rounds at the most. And for the cost and the training time, I'm not seeing the value for it. Pure Light, of course, is its normal fabulous self. And Holy Blade is more kind of a gimmick right now for us. And that's pretty much it. So, yeah, I think we hung out here doing some reading or something. I did get the bat upgraded to the nail bat. Not really a big change. It just adds some pierce damage, which is so negligible an amount that it's probably not even going to come into play. But it's cooler, so we did it. Gear's in good shape. We've got plenty of weight available, a decent amount of volume for the types of things I'm planning on picking up, since we don't really need to pick up books anymore. We've basically done with 90% of the books. Not too many more I would bother picking up. So, yeah, I think that'll... Wait, I'm missing something. What was I missing? I got the antiseptic. I still don't have a single hard painkiller. I'm doing a medical mutation run. We're on day 1 of summer. 30 days have gone by, and I still haven't found a single painkiller harder than aspirin. That is funny. Somebody needs to take a look at the reality of painkillers in America and redo some of the household loot. I'm fairly sure I've heard 1 or 2 news reports that mention something about there being some oxy in a few households in America. I'd like to find some, please. Thank you. aspirin, aspirin, aspirin all the time is just, come on, man. You're really, really bonking on my realism here. My suspension of disbelief is taking a pretty hard hit. So, yeah, I think we've got, I remember I got the planks for the stealing nail bat, I believe. Time to go kill 1,000 science zombies? Yeah, I could just dive into one of the new short labs. That would give me about 1,000. It's been a while since I did any kind of a deep investigation on what zombies are dropping. I believe somebody did a sort a while back that changed the drops on zombies so they have specific drop pools of CBMs. I think it used to be more just random, other than like bio-operators had some of the higher ones, incandescent husks and shocker brutes, but beyond that the lower ones didn't seem to matter much. But I think techs have a totally different pool of available CBMs than the scientists and such. Alright, yeah, but fleeing where? They're all dead. I'm either going to find the drugs in the medicine cabinet or on their bodies, and I'm finding them on neither. So, where did these magical people that actually fled? Only the people in the refugee center, they're the only ones. They already went through and grabbed all the oxy from all the houses, apparently. Alright, so, yeah, I think we're in good shape. We've got a scar for emergencies, which I still would almost never use the weapon when I'm doing a deep raid into a town. It's still just not good tactics. Beyond that, we're rocking the machete and the nail bat. That gives us cut and bash damage, which will cover most of the situations with our Gorman solution. And pretty much nothing else I need to worry about. Hey, I said to drop the planks. Do I have planks on auto pickup? Nope. Alright, I'm not sure what happened there. Okay, otherwise we're in good shape. It's just gotten dark, so I guess we're going to start this one out with the dangerous stuff. And really, really, really hope that we don't die right away. Dunk. Speaking of which, I need to remind myself, I swapped vehicles. Oh yeah, we got a good amount of gas. Gas is no problem because gas is also broken right now, and pretty much putting anything in the tank fills it to full. There we go. I don't know, this makes me nervous. I just don't want to spend the next half of the evening, 4 hours, going out and picking picking poppy painkiller. It's mind-numbingly boring. I debated with myself doing it off camera, but nah, I really dislike doing stuff like that. I like to inflict the boredom on you guys just as much as I have to suffer it, so... You're not special. You're not special. You guys get to experience the joy of tedious, repetitive actions just as much as I do. No problem. No problem. I like to be inclusive, you know. I don't want to be. I don't want to be accused of cheating off camera, cheating in some poppy. No matter how tempted I would be to do it, and then just change the timestamp in game, use debug to move time forward a little bit, and then claim that I manfully drove around the wilderness for 4 hours earlier and gathered up all the poppy. Okay, well, we're about where I want to be. If I can get closer to a house with the vehicle, I'd actually like that. I would like to be able to transition from cover directly into the vehicle without crossing a big open space if I can. Yeah, self-aware trait is what gives the numbers instead of the hit point bars. Don't like the way No windows on the north side of that building. Alright, I like this better. Love infrared vision. Love infrared vision. Zombie, well, not necessarily zombies, but critters, 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 critters. Love infrared vision. Okay, so we has arrived. We damaged my headlight, did I? I still don't have a prying tool. And the number one problem I'm going to have, the number one problem, literally, the number one problem I will have is remembering that I cannot fit into windows. That is going to be my number one problem. I will have to do a betting pool on how many times I'm going to try to walk through a window this evening. Well, I'd have to take the frame out. Yeah, I'd have to take the entire section out, which would also be liable to cause a roof collapse. So the only way I can fit through there is if I smash out the window and the entire lower frame and roll the dice on the roof collapse. So I'm not sure I'm going to be doing that one. Oh, I didn't pass up the fire. Well, I guess technically I passed it up because I could have used a jackhammer to get in. So yes, you are correct. I had a jackhammer. I could have gotten the fire axe. I'm not overly concerned about it at this point. My needs or worries about stealthily creeping around are pretty small at this point. We just talon punch our way through doors if they're locked. But it is a big consideration. It's actually a really important consideration because my typical strategy is to use the buildings, the houses in particular, to sneak and to use as barriers to get away from bad enemies. So this is going to severely restrict me and cramp my style. Okay, let me just go review chat one more time real quick, see if I missed any important questions. You know, not the random mumblings of the usual crowd, but important questions. Oh. Stumbled across your CDA videos recently, spent the weekend catching up on this run. See, this guy gets it. Gal, guy, whatever. Yes. They get it. They understand the importance. Alright, I think I'm caught up. Alright, oh man. 2 vision range. Not counting my wonderful infrared, which is only as good as every corner that I go around. So, my normal strategy of sticking real close to the buildings is not good in this circumstance. Alright, zombie, why are you running north? Why? Just cuz? Zombies now... Wait! What the hell is that? Which zombie are you? Oh, the listener zombie. Yeah, he can hear real well. He heard me walking. That one's alright. I can take that one. So, what are we getting now? We're getting our tail whap, our fang attack. Hey, we're back to 20. I don't know why we were getting 16 for a while. But we're back to our 28 damage and 34 from the club. To pulp or not to pulp? Nah, there's no point. Okay, first target. Not that far away, actually. Right there. Target number 1. Question marks are going to be, am I going to have to, depending on which pharmacy it is, I might have to use a vehicle to get gain entrance. Why is there no point? Because there's an infinite number of zombies in the world, and I don't plan on living here, so why do I care if that one particular zombie out of the 14 quadzillion that currently occupy this city gets pulped? I'm getting in and getting out. So it's irrelevant whether or not I pulp that one zombie, spend time and spend precious stamina accomplishing basically nothing. Plus, anything I kill Wanderspawns is just going to replace. So, I actually get that question quite a lot. A lot of people ask me, oh, how come you're not pulping zombies that you've killed? Well, depends. Where is those zombies I'm killing? Anywhere near my base? I pulp the hell out of them. If I'm going to spend any time in a location, yep, I pulp. But if I'm just traveling through to loot, then nah, no point. Okay. So, stay in the street where I've got good visibility with my IR, or duck in between buildings where I've got close corners that I might suddenly encounter something. Better to stay in the street. Let's check vehicles, just in case I need a lockpick. Always important to know if you have any vehicular lockpicks available. There is a disturbing lack of glowy blips. I'm worried I'm missing something, like there's a bus blocking my view, or it feels weird to have nothing in this area. So this is the sidewalk going east. I gotta go down a couple of buildings, so I have to go at least past these guys. Alright, let's just stay on the sidewalk. That should give me enough warning. Cube van, no wheels, lots of gas, and now we got stuff right on the sidewalk with me. So that's what I mean by corners. That's why I'm avoiding the buildings if I can, because I could step around a corner right into the range or reach or gas cloud. I need to get past this building here, huh? Can I get past it without having to fight anybody? The danger here is, I don't know what those blips are. Those could be baby chickens. Or they could be Kevlar Hulks and grappler zombies, wrestler zombies. If I fight, we make noise that might attract others. Dang it. Do I go around the building? These are some close buildings. I don't like it. I don't like it. I do not like it. There could be all sorts of nasty stuff inside those buildings. Like I said, more and more stuff. As soon as they break a window, everything nearby is going to come at me. Uh-oh, we got a back door to the pharmacy? Sort of. Mossberg 500 field. Sure, till I need to drop you. Do I smash in the back door? I think I get less attention. Let's take a look at down this other side. Not going to close the door because that again will make noise. Check for a map behind the counter. What you got? You've got lighters I can't use. Stuff I don't care about. Nothing I care about. Alright, how about out fronts? Nope, don't care. Lye powder and bleach. I can always use more lye powder and bleach. Calcium is about the one damn thing I don't need. Yep, I'm away from the recipe books now. Can't remember if I can use... Oh, wait, I do need multivitamins. I do need multivitamins! I keep forgetting I need multivitamins. Alright, that's it. Back in the back hallway. And now we're going to hope we don't make too much noise with this door. You know, besides the alarm. Alright. Gee, more aspirin. Yay. There's some oxy finally, but remember how much quantity I needed? I don't think that's... Was it 10 or... I think it was 10 oxy? I think that's 1 at medical mutagen. Oh, jeez. Oh, it's one of these really bad ones. Dang it. That's it. That's it. That's all I got. Not even a single dose, really. Good job ignoring the alarm, zombies. Good job. Alright. Now's the hard part. Now's the trip deep into town. Anything else in the local area? Don't care about a butcher shop. Don't need a bank. None of this is useful for me. Yeah, car dealership might be fun. I think I'm just going to go back out onto the street, back this direction, stay on the street all the way down to this intersection, then come across. I don't want to weave my way down through the buildings. Ooh, yep, like this kind of a wreck. This kind of pileup's the thing that I somewhat worry about. So, a sports car, huh? With security system. Whoa, that's definitely a full wreck. Okay, whoops. There's the example of the scent trail. Prime example. This kind of a setup with the IR vision is a good way of learning how the scent trail works, because now he's going to start following me right along the scent trail, and I'm not very fast. I don't want to burn a bunch of stamina. I'm going to stand out here in the middle where sounds of the combat are going to be the lightest. I'm going to hope that's not something really dangerous, because it could be, and then I'd have a ways to run to get to anything useful for cover. I think northwest would probably be the best bet. But we're going to wait here for him. Get my stamina back. Zombie child. Alright, let's get our stamina full. And... Nah, it's... yes, you can do that. I've shown people how to do that. Scent masking and all that. But I just... There's certain things that the game can do that I just don't find too useful in very many circumstances, so I don't really bother carrying around those types of niche solutions. Hey now, zombie. Look at that guy sprint. Holy crap. And he's going to turn right at me. That worries me a bit. That guy was moving really fast. He hit the sidewalk? Yeah, I'm a little concerned about this one. What's it gonna be? Just a tough zombie doing a super sprint straight to the north when he had no reason to think I was there? Alright, game. Alright, I don't know. That one looked a little iffy to me on the reasons why he decided to suddenly take a sprint directly at me from 20 spaces away. Run up on the first intersection. I don't have Shouter or any other things that should be causing them to beeline at me. Oh, you got the grappling hook added in, finally? I always feel bad when I had to explain to people over and over again that the grappling hook only had 2 use cases. It wasn't a use anywhere for protection type of an item. It was a going down broken stairs and falling into sinkholes. Those were the only 2 use cases that I remembered that it had any actual functionality in. So, I have to get myself a grappling hook. Is it craftable? Can you craft grappling hooks when you get metalworking? And if it's not craftable, then where do you find grappling hooks? I find them on occasion. Sporting goods store? I'm gonna guess sporting goods store. Mines and caves? I don't go into many caves. Caves have pretty much a 0 use case for loot versus danger. How to handle wasps? The correct way is to avoid them. Leave them alone. Those things are dangerous. Unless you're decked out and you're not worried about any kind of danger. Wasps are pretty ugly, especially early game. I'll go pretty far out of my way to stay far, far away from wasps. Do not like those Romulan cloaking devices they have. Also known as Z-level movement. A leaf blower? Angle grinder. Alright, now we're getting into some more stuff. This is the street I need, so I need to cut southeast, but that's a lot of blips. That is a lot more blips. Stay away from corners. Doors and corners. That's where they get you. Grocery store. So I'm on a gun store currently. This one has a side door that's locked. I haven't bothered to make any lockpicks, and they take forever to use nowadays. Try to cut this gap as they close the gap. You know, just randomly move right into the gap. So far I've been pretty lucky. I haven't had any noisemakers. Oh, now we're talking. I saw him coming. Hey, Feral Predator, how you doing, buddy? Evanesco Chapeau. You guys still do that stuff? I'm nice and comfortable. See, I need my hat while I fight the Predator. I gotta have my hat while I fight the Predator. See, that's what we need to do. We need to change the commands. Instead of me in real life taking off my hat, that command forces my character to take off his helmet. We'll have like escalating prices for the gear that I have to take off and not use while it's in effect. Well, running away is no good. Trying to go for a spell is no good. Not quite, anyway. What are we up to? Evanesco, de-Evanesco, re-Evanesco. Trying to keep track while I ponder how I'm going to fight this this Predator. It's going to come down to the first round. I don't think I can do quite enough damage, even if I get all my attacks, to drop him in the first round. I already damaged my nail bat. I've killed like 4 zombies. Damn nail bat. Oh, now we're doubled up on the Evanesco, are we? Alright, we'll do that first then, since that's the trend. There you go. I damaged it in the pharmacy? Ah, that could be true. I did bash the door down with it. But yeah, I don't think I can do quite enough in one round to knock these guys down. They're glass cannons. For youngins who haven't played MMOs. That's typically refers to somebody with a lot of high damage output, but not much protection or hit points. So if you can land blows, they're not hard to kill. They don't have a lot of hit points or a lot of armor or anything. But man, they'll mess you up if you don't drop them fast. Yeah, I don't see much benefit to trying anything fancy here. I'd have to drop the weapon to go to a spell. None of which is going to do me any good in time. Then I'd have to either fight unarmed, which I could do pretty effectively. I think I'm just going to start swinging. We'll see how much damage he does. He's going to go for the knockdown, which is the dangerous part. He'll knock me down, shred my gear, make me bleed. Alright, let's see what happens. Well, that's not good. Swing and miss. Oh my goodness. Yeah, double swing and miss. That I do not need. I do not need that action. I thought with 4s in most of my melee skills and in perfect shape currently, I wouldn't be whiffing this many. Especially with a +3 to hit item. We got a +3 to hit on with the nail bat. 3 in a row, and now I'm knocked down and bleeding. This is going bad pretty quick. Finally got a hit in on the 4th swing. Like I said, we got about half of its damage. Not quite half. Between the, see, there we go with the lower damage again. It must be per zombie. It must be per the enemy. Although my strength has gone down now. And I got a little bit of pain, so maybe not. We only got 19 on the base hit that time, though. If I can get a good crit and the other damage, we might drop him next if we can land it. Ugh. So, he's still at least 1 to 2 hits away. There's the crit. One more hit will do it. Alright. Well, now I remember what I forgot. We only have a single bandage. Should have loaded up on a few more bandages before we left. We'll take some of my many doses of aspirin. Here, let's take 2. Ooh. Alright, you, I will make a special exception for. You get pulped, because you are just bad. Yeah, those are the ones that I'm kind of worried about. Especially if anything else shows up to help him out. Or fight him and have a gas bloater shows up at the same time. Or there's just all sorts of combos that can do me in pretty quick. So we are one plot away from the next pharmacy. And the street's looking pretty clear. Same design. I'm not going to be happy about that. Not going to be happy. I wanted one of the ones with the double back rooms that have more meds. First aid, multi... Don't care about the rest of that. Wow. Terrible front area. That is not looking good. A little bit of tramadol. Yeah. Like I said. Oh my gosh. This is not good. Let's go ahead and take the flu shot. So, 2 pharmacies, and we got a grand total of what? 20 and 10? Painkiller? Oxy. Was it 10 and 10? I think I'm remembering 20 is what I needed with one of the other painkillers. But yeah, that's it. 2 pharmacies at half item drop rate. This was such a bad idea. Such a bad idea to do medical mutagen at half item drop rate. Okay, that's all of the pharmacies that I'm aware of. And short of doctor's office safes, I could possibly do the computer locked ones at least. Do we take the dangerous trip over to the one doctor's office in town? Might as well. You know, right up into the middle of town where the nameplate is, where all the zombies hang out because of Wanderspawns. Once again, zombies are ignoring the sirens and the all the alarms going off because they be wacky. Working vehicle right now would be a really good thing to find. You know, like a solar vehicle with a broken security system. Ah, curse you, lack of wheels. Curse you. Ugh, everything else was perfect. Perfect. Whoops. Hey, skeletal dog. That was kind of silly of you. So, he didn't show up. There's one. It was the skeletals. I mentioned on Friday there were some things that don't show up on the IR vision. So there you go. Or he was on IR and I just totally missed him. Ah, stay away from corners, Vorm. Okay, Doc's office. Please, please be one of the ones that has the locked computer section. Is this the auto dock one? Why'd you have to go and lock all the doors? Really? I need a swivel chair. That's what I'm missing. Should probably carry a plank with me to do these things. Where plank? Let's wield a plank temporarily. Oh, yes. Yes. Bypass. Unlock. Please, please, please. Have the good stuff. Another blood analysis. Oh, wait. No, I have the other one. You gotta store your towels in the locked computer, or computer locked section, huh? Yeah. It's just not wanting me to have any of the good stuff. So, it is one of the auto dock ones. Yeah, even the doctor's office is going to be nothing but the occasional aspirin. I might have to take that military base back off of my do not visit list, just so I can go raid their pharmacy. Okay, well, that didn't get me nearly what I was hoping. Try the vet clinic. I don't think the vet clinic has... Hey now. Getting a little worried about that one guy that was coming right at me from long range. I don't think the vet clinic has a chance for painkillers. What's everybody locking every single interior door for? Stop locking all the damn doors. Yeah, not much to look at. So, our alternatives other than these 2, 3 were over here. There's one pharmacy here, be pretty easy to get to. Bring the vehicle down, park down here, just go straight up the street to grab that pharmacy. No other close doctor's offices. One doctor's office there. The rest of this town sucks as well. Ugh. So, it's following my scent trail, but not doing it very quickly. And got hung up on the vehicle. That was an interesting noise. Oh, speaking of wasps! Hey, giant wasp! Dang it. And I got a plank in my hands. Giant wasp at 125% speed and health. Let's first try to peel him off onto a zombie. Might buy me 1 second. Hey now, zombies. What the hell? Zombies are it's like they're scattering away from me. That's hilarious. I tried to pawn it off on a zombie. They both went different directions to get away from me somehow. I don't want to burn too much more stamina. I think I'm going to go ahead and... yeah, they could actually be other wasps. I'm going to drop the plank. We're going to try to hand-to-hand them first. 5 whole damage, huh? 18, but we're not getting the good stuff. I want the tail whap and the... yeah, I wanted the tail whap and the fangs, but it didn't give it to me. Alright, let's get somewhere where we can get our stamina back. So, this is mill surplus. I guess we could go peek into the mill surplus real quick. What you got, mill surplus? Combat boots, jackets, oh, lots and lots of MREs. Pads. Which pads do I still have? I've got knee, but I don't have elbow. Alright, we'll throw on some elbow pads. Masks and helmets. More MREs. Mine, countermine operations, and the bayonet manual.